Buenos noches. Okay. February 5th. 4th. February 4th, 2023. It's Saturday. Oh man, we woke up way too early this morning. It was loud. Somebody drove their truck out of here at like 4:30 in the morning, and that was really loud. The tortilla factory was loud. The dogs were loud. The birds were loud. So I think we were all up before the alarm was ever going to go off. But that's okay. Went down and had breakfast, the normal pieces of toast and cereal, and then we had eggs scrambled with ham and different things. It was good. Quite a spread. And then we were just kind of hanging out downstairs for a little while, probably another half an hour to an hour, talking about the Chinese balloon.
Which is a huge thing right now, but I suspect in another week will not be.
Yeah.
So it's worth noting for posterity.
You know, you're going to say that now, and this is going to be the
gonna
start
be a
of
whole thing.
World War III here. So yeah, talked a little bit about current events, and then we set out to find Dad's old friend Clifford from, I don't know, I guess if you left at 13, he would have been your friend from like 1970s. Yeah.
70s to 1980.
Yeah, exactly. So set out to find an old friend you haven't seen, I'm assuming, in that amount of time. 40 years.
Haven't seen him since probably 1984.
1984. So it's been 39 years ish, something like that. High 30s, 3 decades at least, maybe 4. Long time. So we went and walked to Clifford's house, which took a couple of guesses as far as which neighborhood he was in. But then we found him.
So when I look it goes, and the whole
No, I remember the stuff we used to
and you know what happened? I have lots of papers for me to just go just like that. They have a
You guys kind of hung out for a little bit and chatted and caught up, and we chatted with Clifford's wife, Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa.
Rosa.
Yeah.
Chatted with Rosa, and then we also got to meet a lot of his family. He has 3 kids, I believe.
Clifford William III.
With Clifford William III. That was his son, right? Yeah. Okay. And then there was a daughter there. But I believe his oldest, he said, was 38.
38.
And I believe his youngest is 30, 31, something like that. So he has many grandchildren, and then he also has
11.
11? Okay, 11 grandchildren, and then he has at least 2 great-grandchildren at this point. And he's only 56. So that's wild. But anyways, hung out with them for probably a couple hours, and that consisted of kind of just chilling in the driveway, really, in some chairs, Belizean style. The neighbor next door was definitely selling illegal cigarettes to various people in the community, so that was entertaining to watch. And then today was also the day they decided to harvest some of their roosters. So we sat there and just had subtle conversation while they're deciding which machete to use to behead them. And at one point, Rosa brought the big daddy rooster out, the big old one.
While Clifford was sharpening the machete in the driveway, his wife came out of the back carrying a chicken by the legs, so it was hanging upside down.
100%.
And then the little granddaughter would come over, and Clifford would grab the chicken's head and try and scare her with it. It was a moment you don't often see in the United States.
Third world.
Yeah.
Very third world.
we have
Left arm. You don't know.
Do it takes too?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Left arm.
You know what?
My name? What? Hohiniem? No Hohiniem. Right naman. Tell me Hohiniem.
I don't know how long that rooster lived. I don't even know what the lifespan of a rooster is, but it's probably been picked up by the feet 100 times, and it had no idea that was the last few moments of its life. No idea. It's a reminder, your food comes at a cost.
And if somebody picks you up by the feet, don't trust them.
Don't trust them. That's a good rule of thumb as well. One of Clifford Jr. the third's kids, well, we met both of his kids, Clayton and Maya? No,
I don't remember.
Mia? Something like that. Clayton was talking a lot of smack about, I could beat you in this, I could beat you in that. And then he called us old, but in a way that was even more insulting. He didn't just say you look old.
I asked him how old he was, and he said 6. And I said, how old do you think this guy, Andrew, is? He said, 37.
Yeah, 37 or 39. It hurt.
And then I asked how old he thought I was, and he said 59. And then he said 99. So then it was just like, you're twisting the
Jordan
knife.
hated it, but
Now
I told
that
him
it's in, now you're twisting the
I
knife.
told him the beard adds 10 years.
Sure.
So,
But 60?
but 60? Yeah, that's rough. So yeah, I ended up playing a little bit of street soccer, football with him. He was a good kid. They were all good kids, and he looked after his sister. I mean,
That was cute.
he was a good kid. Worth it to just be drenched in sweat, which I was. Which brings me to the next part of the story, which is where we left Clifford's house and went to the grandpa calls it the Chinaman store, but the Chinese owned grocery store down the street. Market, thank you. We got grandma's list of groceries that she wanted. Then we came home and then took a shower because that was disgusting. So I cleaned up, and then after that we went back out while grandpa was doing his regular slot at the radio station Saturdays at 2 p.m. 94.1 Faith FM Belize. Rather than listening to 2 hours of Spanish that I don't understand, we decided to go out into the neighborhood, and first we went and got some lunch. That was delicious. We went to the Lucky Angel restaurant for the third time.
Not the casino.
We no delicious food. We all got stewed chicken, which we really technically didn't order, but she just brought it, so we were like, great. And then we had salbutes after that. Jordan had a daiquiri. Go closer. With the hair, you look a little insane.
A little insane.
And I had way too much water. Finished up with lunch, and then we headed over to the dock to figure out when we were going to the islands. Came up with a really good plan that was later foiled because there's some birthday party tomorrow that we're going to at Pachacan. So
Shaka Khan.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of stories tomorrow about some
Waka Waka today.
random
All of
birthday party. What's this town called again?
Patacan.
Pachacan. These names, it's never gonna sound natural coming out of my gringo mouth. After driving around for a while, we went and watched soccer at the field here next to the rec center. And we also watched 3 of the Curazal's finest get flat out drunk, pissing in bottles that they had just finished.
Fairly certain that these are some of the same guys that were there yesterday.
Oh, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and they're just yelling at the kids, like, oh, you missed the ball, blah, blah, blah. It's incoherent. Spanish and Creole. Incoherent. We all decided we wanted to hit some of these people, but we said that was too mean. So we decided if it ever came to it, we'd just shove them to the ground, which they could barely get off the ground by themselves. It was fun to watch the local kids just make fun of them. The one Belizean kid was like, he wants your mom or something like that. He was making fun of the guy's mother. It was hilarious. So yeah, we did that, and then we came back home, had some biscuits, different cookies, some coffee, some tea, ice cream. We really, for saying we weren't going to eat much after.
After deciding we were not.
It wasn't a meal, but
It
was a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar, but it was good. Then we looked through some photo albums and found some really good gems from back in the day. Some good profile pictures on my phone from mom and dad now. But yeah, I'll just insert some of those there. There was all kinds of goodies in there.
You let him grow out his hair like that?
This one pops.
Yeah, where is he here? Is he? So he's just not in this one.
Big Hair was the name of the game back then. Big Hair. So I might have to recreate that. And we're just chilling ever since. Come up here, watch some YouTube. Anything else? Any part of your day that stood out that I didn't highlight?
No, it was good to visit with my friend and find out where some of my other friends are and some of them that are no longer around.
Yeah.
Moved on. Yeah, that's about it.
was good. There was a little bit more cloud cover today,
Which didn't count for much sun protection.
which didn't actually help us, but it kept things a little cooler, I think, outside. It's fun with the kids with the fidget spinners, getting them to learn how to do that. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. We gave Clifford's kids some fidget spinners, so they were very entertained with that. Yeah. Against a backdrop of roosters being murdered silently in the backyard. Yep. That was a day. We're exhausted. Excited to go to bed. Hopefully things are a little bit more quiet tomorrow morning. We'll see. Tomorrow we're going to church, and then we're going to some random birthday party in Shaka Khan town. Apparently the person is turning 62.
That's okay.
More stories to come tomorrow. Hey, we were gonna maybe get on the boat to go to San Pedro tomorrow at 3, but there's no way in heck we're gonna be back from this Shaka Khan birthday party by 3. Anyways, good night.